comes to mind when you hear the phrase the silent killer? Some of you may think it refers to a killer that silently creeps through the night searching for the next victim. But in fact, it is linked to a possibly deadly condition that affects many of us, some more than others. I am speaking about hypertension. Hypertension is also known as high blood pressure. It is known as a silent killer because it has no obvious or apparent signs or symptoms, which results in some deadly conditions if it goes untreated. According to Dr. Chris Ides, hypertension is when blood exerts too much pressure on the walls of blood vessels and arteries. Over time, the pressure damages the walls of the arteries. Here we have a photo of what this may look like. An artery being damaged from the walls of the arteries, hypertension. Here we have the flow of blood through a normal blood vessel and a constricted blood vessel, which resulted from hypertension. So today, I will inform my audience about the causes and risk factors of hypertension, other illnesses and complications that it may cause if it goes untreated, and some preventive measures that people can take to reduce or lower hypertension. Although there are no known causes of hypertension, there are known risk factors that elevate the condition. The first risk factor is a high sodium diet, or sodium in general. Diana Rodriguez states that a diet high in sodium or salt is one of the major hypertension risk factors. This is because sodium retains fluids in the body, which causes your blood vessels to constrict or narrow, that results in the need for more pressure to push blood through your vessels. The second risk factor for hypertension is smoking. Many people may not know that the nicotine in cigarettes also constrict the blood vessels, causing the need for more pressure to pump the blood through the arteries. So smoking, not good at all. It constricts your blood vessels just as well as sodium does. So both of those have the same effect on your blood vessels, which results in hypertension. Another risk factor for hypertension is obesity. According to Dr. Jamie Delaney, a famous study called the Framingham Heart Study estimated that excess body weight accounted for 26% of cases of hypertension in men and 28% in hypertension in women. Individuals who are overweight have an increase in fatty tissue that increases their vascular resistance, which increases the work the heart has to do to pump blood throughout the body. So those three things, if not treated by, are not taken care of, can result in other complications and illnesses. One complication or illness that it can cause if it goes untreated is an aneurysm. According to the Mayo Clinic staff, untreated hypertension may cause an aneurysm. This is formed by the constant pressure of blood moving through a weakened artery, which causes a section of its wall to enlarge and form a bulb. The bulb is the actual aneurysm. This can be life-threatening because the aneurysm can rupture and cause internal bleeding. Here is a photo of what an aneurysm looks like. So that extra pressure is creating a bulge which could possibly rupture and cause internal bleeding. Another complication that untreated hypertension can cause is an enlarged left heart, the left side of the heart. With high blood pressure or hypertension, it forces your heart to work harder than necessary in order to pump blood to the rest of your body. This causes the left ventricle of the heart to thicken, which limits the ventricle's ability to pump blood to your body. An enlarged heart elevates your risk for heart disease, coronary artery disease, and sudden cardiac death. And as you can see, that's not normal for an enlarged heart. That's the left side of the ventricle being enlarged from hypertension. Another illness or complication that untreated hypertension may cause is a stroke. This occurs when part of your brain is deprived of oxygen and nutrients. The role that hypertension plays in increasing the risk of a stroke is that hypertension damages and weakens your brain's blood vessels, causing them to narrow, rupture, or leak. So you see that untreated hypertension can lead to so many other complications and so many other problems, and you may not even know about it because of them hypertension not having any known symptoms. So you really can't tell whether you have hypertension or not unless you go to the doctor and get it checked. And here is a picture of what a stroke looks like. But once you know whether you're at risk for hypertension, you can have some preventive measures you can take to control that hypertension or to not get hypertension at all. The first one, lower your sodium intake or obvious sodium foods, period. High sodium foods, period.
Do not.
With that being said, stay away from those fast foods. Stay away from adding more salt to your diet. The second preventive measures you can take is to stop smoking or to not smoke at all. Nicotine has a powerful effect on your body, and more majorly what it does to your blood vessels and arteries. The last preventive measures is to exercise daily to decrease the chances of becoming overweight or obese. It's more easier for you to develop hypertension when you have extra weight. So keep that in mind. Today I have informed you guys about the risk factors of hypertension, the causes of hypertension, other complications and illnesses that it can create if it goes untreated, and some preventive measures you can take to control hypertension. Your body is very precious. Take care of it. Schedule a doctor visit if you feel you're at risk for hypertension. Thank you.